Good morning, YouTube subscribers, family members, and friends of Facebook. I spent the past few days at the gym. A lot of people are starting to notice my videos. So, a lot of people approach me in various places asking, a million questions about my video. I'm surprised by the amount of straight people who have an interest in these videos because most of these videos are that I do are, or most of the videos and most of my audience are geared towards black gay men. But I have a lot of straight friends who um, have seen these videos and they're intrigued. They find them humorous. They find them funny and insightful. But today I wanted to do a video because I talk to a lot of black gay men every day, and this video is about learning how to how to find happiness in the black gay community. Because I deal with so many black gay men who just are not happy. They've had bad relationships, or their family members are unaccepting of their sexuality, or they're battling with religion and God, or they're having issues just accepting their own sexuality within themselves. They're having a very difficult time accepting being a black gay man. Now, I can't sit here and say that it's been an easy road for me, because I accepted who I was 40 years ago. And a lot of guys are just coming to terms with their sexuality in the past 20 to 15 years, maybe some less. But for me, I accepted who I was, and for me, and I never looked back. I knew as a kid I was a gay guy. I was a gay kid. I knew it, and it wasn't an issue for me. Was I called names by various kids in school and friends and cousins? Of course, but I think all children go through some type of bullying phase. And it wasn't until I got into my teens that I was able to go out, look around the gay community, and begin to see other people such as myself, particularly when I moved to Atlanta. When I moved to Atlanta in 1989, and I saw other black gay men who looked like me, I knew that I had found my home. It's easy for me to be happy because I love Walter. I love Walter. I love who I am. The part of me being gay, a lot of people are ashamed about being gay. Not me, I embrace it because it's what makes me special. It's like a little special thing in my life that I can't change anyway. So I took it and embraced it. It's just like my size. I'm never going to be a skinny person ever again in life. So I realized I better embrace it, go to the gym, and enhance it. And that's what I did. The skinny days are over. That ain't going to happen no time soon. But I learned, as a black gay man, I've learned to love who I am. Love every fiber and ounce of my soul and who I am. And I don't deal with a lot of negativity. I know in the gay community, there are a lot of negative people out here. You have a lot of people in the black gay community who have serious issues. A lot of people, some of these people may be your friends. Some of these people may be people you hang out with, or go to the club with, or party with. And I've learned although these people may be your friends, sometimes you have to distance yourself from the negativity in the black gay community. A lot of people come from some very harsh backgrounds. Let's just keep it real. A lot of black gay guys have issues that started as kids, whether it's child molestation, poverty, no parents, no father, living with their grandparents. There's some issues out here. Then you compound this gay thing on top of it. Religion, society, ignorance. It's a ticking time bomb ready to explode. And for those people, they need to seek professional mental health from a psychologist to get through those issues. For years, in my early 20s, from 22 years of age to 26 years of age, I went and saw a psychologist on a regular basis. I paid for it out of pocket. The best money I ever spent in my entire life. Look how sane I am today. Yeah, I saw a psychologist from age 22 to about 26, 27 years of age. It was a wonderful experience for me because I was able to get a lot of stuff off my chest that I could discuss without being judged by someone who really didn't know me. But we got to know each other over the years. I grew up in a household as a Jehovah's Witness with a mother who, in today's terms, would be considered abusive. I was a child who rebelled against society, against people. And I did it because I was gay. Because I was angry. I was mad at the world. And I had to learn I can't get mad at nobody because of how God made me. And I know that some of you don't like that when I say the term God made me, but God made me gay. And I'm very happy with who I am. It's been a long road, and for those of you who are suffering from depression, anger, and other problems related to your sexuality, trust me, I understand. Trust me, I get it. And then you come into the gay community and you enter into a bad relationship. I've had a couple of bad relationships. And I've had some good relationships. My last relationship was fairly good. We had our issues, we had our ups and downs like any relationship. But I've had some bad ones too. Some horrible ones. And you can take it personal. And I don't think you should take anything personal in a relationship. Someone else, if someone's doing damaging things to you, you cannot take that personal. That's that person's problems, not yours. Unfortunately, I made the mistake years ago of dating guys that I trusted too soon. And I found out later that they should not have been trusted at all. I gave them my heart just a little bit too quickly, and they weren't very serious about being in a relationship at that time. Young, in our early 20s. But finding happiness as a black gay man it's a process. And it starts with you, not a relationship, not your family members, not your friends, not God, not Jesus, none of that mess. It starts with you, loving you. You better get up every morning like I used to do, get up every morning and stare in the mirror and say, Walter, I love Walter. I would play all this music by Seal when Seal first came out in the early 90s. And I wake up every morning and I would play this music that touched my soul. And I'd get up and start my day with this music. My neighbor, my roommate at the time, who's now dead, Robert, would be like, why are you playing all this crazy music? He didn't understand what I was going through. He didn't have the same issues that I did. His walk through life, this journey was different than mine. So for me, I needed that positive reinforcement every morning. I needed to go see that psychologist twice or 2 or 3 times a week, whatever I was going to see her for at that time. I needed that woman to help me understand and love Walter and get some clarity as to who I was and where I was going in life. It's been a long road finding happiness. And I know some of you all might think, well, your posts don't really show you being happy. But I have a critical view of the gay lifestyle because I see a lot of stuff that I really don't like. That's why, and I'll be very, very extremely honest with you guys. Over the past few years, I've had to distance myself from the gay community. I go out to the clubs occasionally when I want to get out of the house and have a drink in a gay environment. But as for having a lot of people in my home around, Earl around, in my environment, I've kind of stopped all that because some of these guys have so many issues. And if you invite them into your home and they're consistently around you, their problems become your problems. And I got enough problems on my own, but I haven't worried about everybody else. So the nonsense stays out that door. They don't come in here. They're not allowed in here. Friends call me out and say, oh, we want to come over and play cards. No, I'll come over to your house and play cards. You're not coming over here to play no damn cards. Those days are over. I'll go over there, have a card, play cards with them. I'll go over there, have drinks at their place. I bring my ass back home. I don't have to be bothered with all the nonsense. And I hate to be this way. But there's some very negative people out there in this lifestyle who haven't learned how to love themselves. And they'll do everything in their powers to make you miserable and unhappy. I've seen it a million times. They'll try everything in their power. These are people who will say that they're your best friend, but they have an agenda. And that agenda is to make you just as miserable as they are. So you have to leave those people. Like I said, I go, I hang with them, I say hello, I say goodbye. And some people I've had to just completely cut out my life. Some friends I had for 10, 15, 20 years, they had to go. They're not allowed around me anymore. It just can't happen. Because those people were just too devious. And they were really devious the whole time we were friends. But I tolerated it, which was the worst mistake. Some people you just have to put out of your life. And be done with it. And don't even look back. That could be a family member, a friend, a lover, whatever. Some people need to go. If they're not bringing any positive influence to your life, they have to go. One of the things that I did want to go into, I'm not a perfect person. Or I've done some shit in my damn life I regret. Lord knows. I'm not a perfect person at all. And I think sometimes, I remember a few weeks, I've had people come to me, you got a lot of nerve doing some videos. I'm thinking, well, why don't you do your own damn videos? If you have something you want to say, YouTube is out here for everybody. Speak your mind. Why attack me because I'm speaking my mind? I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not a perfect person. I've made mistakes. I make mistakes every day. I do things and say things I regret every day, but you live and you learn and you keep moving forward. I don't have the answers to everything, but I just know what's right for Walter. I can make suggestions to you guys about what worked for me. You can either take those suggestions or listen to me or not. That's your life. But Walter's happy over here, having fun, drinking coffee, playing with these dogs, going to cook some breakfast. I'm not over here stressing and worried about people, my sexuality. I am a proud black gay man. The whole fucking world knows it. Hell, I'm all over YouTube. But I've always been out and proud. I can't change who I am, regardless of what people think and say. You can't pray the gay away. It ain't going nowhere. You can get on your knees until you can pray for the next 40 years, and I guarantee you will be gay. So you might as well love and be happy with who you are. I was going to do some videos today about, because I lived with Earl for 19 years. He's not really a fan of some of these videos because he says I dwell sometimes go into personal information. But I got some funny stories I want to share about our relationship over the past 20 years. Some of the stuff was just, at the time, it may not have been funny. But looking back, boy, I laugh my head off and say, wow, that was some funny ass shit that we went through. So I'm going to do a couple of videos about that today. And also I want to do some videos about some of my friends who passed away. There was a friend of mine from Detroit, Michigan named Alonzo. And y'all, Alonzo was a fine brother. He was a very, very, very attractive brother. And he was from Detroit, and he was a very good friend of mine. And I want to share some stories about Alonzo. Alonzo, Sheldon, Robert Harris, these were people who had a direct influence on my life, who are not here anymore, who have passed away. And I want their stories to be told. So I'm going to have some coffee, and I'm going to do a couple of videos today, and then I'm going to head off to the gym. Guys, I hope my goal with this is that you all could I know a lot of you all are in pain. I'm in pain sometimes. And I want us, it's difficult. You know, Jason Collins came out this week. And I was disappointed by some of the stuff I read from members of the black gay community. Very disappointed. We should have been happy for this man. A professional basketball player, when an NBA basketball player comes out publicly, and some of us just weren't happy for him. Some people had some black gay men had a lot of negative shit to say about that. I'm going to talk about that too later on, because that kind of bothered me. We should have been rejoicing and sharing in this man's happiness. This is a difficult process for him, but we weren't happy. That makes me wonder why everybody else is fighting to come out of the closet. Why are black gay men fighting to stay in there? I don't get it. But anyway, this concludes this video, and I'll see you guys later in the day when I do the rest of these videos. I'm going to try to get done today. And learn to love yourself, guys, because that's where it starts at. Just please learn to love who you are. Love and embrace yourself. And you'll get through this life journey just fine. You guys have a great day.